One day, not long ago, a man released from jail named Ty is having breakfast with his brother and father. His father confronts him on his newfound job and believes that the company that hired him shouldn't trust him because of his crime problems from the past. We cut to a new scene where a man is being strangled. The man that was strangled made a deal to sell prescription pills that he had stashed up. Barry, Fergie, and Sam came here to buy the pills, but betrayed the man and killed him. After strangling the man, Barry calls Sam to come with a vacuum and a bag. The pills that they got are worth over $800,000. To clean the scene, they put the body in the bag and suck all the air from it. To capitalize from the stolen pills, they decide to sell them to an anonymous distributor in cryptocurrency via Bitcoin, so they stay safe and make themselves untraceable. But the three men aren't smart enough for the crypto world, so they partnered with a couple, Jess and Lou. After moving the body, Barry comes to tell them that he, Fergie and Sam will handle the meetup for selling the pills, and that Jess and Lou need to confirm that the money was received. Meanwhile, Ty is visiting Kip, a former cop who runs a storage unit corporation that is corrupt. His customers rent storage units for illegal reasons or something that they want hidden. Kip called Ty because he found a graphics card that Ty wants for his crypto mining operation. Kip tells him he needs to pay $432 for the electrical bill. Ty says that he can pay it next Friday. Ty connects his new graphics card and sets it up to start mining crypto. Later that day, Ty meets with a low-level criminal called Dougie and his gang. Dougie brought Ty into his crew when his mother died and guided him through that difficult period. Ty has been loyal since. Ty is having a great late evening with his friends. As the evening progresses, Ty and Dougie notice that someone is watching them. The man approaches and is surprised that Ty is out of jail. He is asking why Ty didn't come to see his boss because he owes him money. He eventually leaves and wishes them a good night. They continue with their night. After leaving outside the club, they get ambushed and end up in a fight. They barely escape and Ty runs home. Meanwhile, Jess and Lou wait for the Bitcoin to arrive so they can contact Barry so that he can make the deal. The Bitcoin arrives so they call Barry, confirming the transaction. After the deal, Barry, Fergie and Sam meet with them to celebrate. We are introduced to their boss Calvin, who also came to the party. Later, Barry and Fergie play with Lou's katanas to those which he is overly attached to. Calvin notices Sam and Jess talking and overhears that Sam is trying to get out of the business and live a happy life with his wife somewhere else. Calvin, the psycho he is, instantly kills him because he doesn't want to take that risk. When the deed is done, Jess comes to see her dead friend and Calvin makes her clean it up. We cut to Ty working at his new job. He gets called to the office. The owners tell him they found out Ty has a criminal record and fire him on the spot. Ty is enraged. The morning after, Ty ignores calls from Lou. Ty and Lou know each other from other work they had together. He knows where to find him. In the evening, Ty goes to see Lou to find out what he wants. Lou fills him up on what's he been doing and offers him money for him to transfer the Bitcoin from a digital wallet to a physical drive and make it untraceable. Ty agrees to help, as he sees it as easy money. Jess is suspicious of Ty and talks to Lou in private. Lou assures her that she can trust him. Jess kisses Lou in a way that lets him know that she believes him. Ty is shortly done and the Bitcoin on the drive is now worth $832,000. Lou puts the drive in the safe and is extremely happy and appreciative of Ty, so he pays him a little extra. Lou's hyped up so much so he persuaded them to go and celebrate this business success in a club. As Lou is doing cocaine in the toilet, Ty and Jess get some alone time and talk about their life story. Ty talks about how he just got out of prison, that he has a brother, that he's living with his father and how he lost his job yesterday. Jess talks about all the foster homes she's been to, how she finished high school and lost her brother. Jess and Lou decide to stay a little longer and dance, but Ty decides to go home. The next morning Ty comes downstairs, and is shocked to see Calvin having breakfast with his brother, but to Ty he is an unknown person. This scene pulls the same vibe from The Walking Dead when Negan and Carl came back and Negan made Carl spaghetti. Write a comment if you know the reference. Ty's brother needs to go to school. Calvin offers to drive his brother and Ty there. Ty wants him to leave, but Calvin shows him the gun and he is forced to agree. They drop Ty's brother off and Calvin gives him money for lunch and extra for a chocolate milk. They drive to Lou's place and Calvin and his team try to suffocate him in a garbage bag. It looks like they were trying to kill him, but actually they were torturing him. Ty is duct taped to a chair and doesn't know what's going on. Calvin asks him where the drive is, but Ty doesn't know anything. Lou tells Ty that someone stole the drive from the safe at 3 a.m. this night. The Bitcoin on the wallet is now worth almost $1 million because of a significant increase overnight. Calvin doesn't believe that Ty is innocent, so he proceeds to keep torturing him. He starts cutting his toes, but Ty still isn't saying anything because he knows nothing. Finally, Calvin threatens that he'll kidnap his brother. They patch him up and send him on a mission to find the drive any way possible or they'll hurt his family. Ty first visits a machinist, Andy. Andy says that since Ty went to jail a lot of people started getting picked up. They all think Ty flipped. Ty says he didn't flip and asks him if he knows anything about a drive that got stolen last night. Andy knows nothing. Next, he visits a DJ. She tells him that she won't talk to a backstabber. Also, she tells him to go see the local criminal boss, the one Ty owns money to. As soon as he comes and enters the boss's place, they bag him, zip tie him and hang him on a controlled mechanism. This was Ty's first interaction with Beam after he got released from jail. Beam is angry because Ty lost a lot of his stuff when he got arrested, but Ty says that it wasn't his fault, so Beam pulls him up. He also addressed the rumor that is being heard on the street, that Ty flipped. Beam pulls him up even higher, hanging him. Beam snaps to signal his guy to let Ty loose and admits to him that he started the rumor, so he uphold his reputation. After Beam calms down, Ty asks him if he knows anything about the drive. Beam doesn't know anything and cuts his zip-tied arms. We cut to a shot where Jess is using a hidden phone for calling someone, but no one is answering. We move to a shot where Ty is bandaging his leg. Ty hears his father talking with someone, so he goes to check it out. Ty is surprised to see Jess. After his father and Jess were done talking, Ty's dad leaves them private. Jess came over to Ty's place because she wants an update on how's the finding of the drive going. Ty is honest and says he's got no lead. Ty asks Jess if she can share how she lost her brother. She says her brother was a dealer who got hooked up on the stuff he was selling. After some time, he got this cool car and told her he'll go somewhere for a long time, but he'll be back. Her brother never came back and he was found dead in a ditch on the side of the road. Ty asks if they ever found out the killer. He also asks if she had any idea who might have done it. Jess says that she might know, but the killer disappeared. In the morning they pack up and go hunting for the drive together. They go ask Kip if he knows something. As they were walking through the units, they see shady people closing one unit. But they just ignore it. Ty again asks Kip for the drive, but he doesn't know anything either. Kip is called to the register because some customers came. It turns out they were Barry and Fergie who were looking for Jess because she hasn't been checking in with them. Jess hugs Ty and stops herself from being seen. Ty comes up to them and they ask where Jess is. Ty tells them that she's right here in the unit section, but they hear a truck starting and rush out the door to see her leaving with Ty's truck. On the road, Jess has a flashback of her brother just before he left and how she misses him. Ty walks home furious and then sees Jess just sitting at his table, getting him even angrier. She confesses she hired someone to find someone to steal the drive. She asks for his help because the woman she hired to find someone is not answering her calls. Jess knows where they might find her, and they go. They confront her and she spills out that she hired some guy named Dougie. Ty sighs and leaves to go see his friend. They come into Dougie's house and Jess says that she hired them to steal the drive. Dougie is willing to give them the drive if she pays him the other 25% of the promised amount. Jess is confused and she realizes that the woman she hired didn't pay Dougie the full amount. Dougie isn't letting the drive go until he is paid in full. Calvin rings the bell and kills one of Dougie's members. Jess and Ty don't know that they were followed. Then Calvin kills another member. As the group is fleeing the house, Dougie loses his last member and he is shot himself. Dougie is shot once again, and he falls. Ty and Jess manage to escape, but Lou and Fergie waited for them on the street. While they were running, Dougie falls and dies, similarly like someone from Breaking Bad. Smiley face. Fergie manages to cut them off and get the drive, but Ty knocks him out with a thick wooden stick. Ty and Jess are in hiding and call Beam for his help. Beam comes and delivers them a car. They rush to Ty's house to take his brother and avoid danger. Ty has a talk with his father, and he honestly says he's in trouble and that he needs to get his brother out of here. His father allows it and lets them go. Later in the night, Fergie is sent to Ty's house and his father lets him in, saying that he is home. Ty's father called his old biker gang and Fergie was trapped. Lou is waiting for someone to show up at Kip's storage units. Ty wanted to go there because Kip can provide him a gun for protection. Lou called up Calvin and Barry. As they hear someone coming, they go to Ty's locker. Jess and Ty's brother lock themselves away from danger. While being locked, Jess is making a duplicate fake drive to use later. As Calvin and Barry advance through the storage, Kip saves Ty by killing Barry with a clean headshot. Calvin hears the shot and flanks Kip and Ty. He shoots Kip in the leg. As he reloads, he hears Ty coming and knocks him down, saying this is his last chance to give over the drive. Kip almost catches up to Calvin, but Lou shoots Kip from behind. Lou then proceeds to look for Jess and he finds her. He asked where she's been. Lou feels betrayed and threatens to kill her and Ty's brother if she doesn't give him the drive. She points to the drive on the top of a computer. Lou goes for it, but Jess traps him in. Then she finds Calvin and struggling Ty, picks up Kip's weapon and shoots Calvin twice, ultimately revealing that Calvin killed her brother. As he understands revenge, he says that she kills him, but she told Ty's brother to call the cops, so they take him to rot in jail. After the police arrives, find nothing of value. As Kip is being transported, he assigns Ty to keep his storage place safe. A detective arrives and asks about the girl Ty told the police about earlier and the man locked up in his unit, that he managed to escape from the ceiling. Lou, who escaped, was outplayed by Jess because he took the empty drive. Then Ty recognizes the detective as he was here earlier doing shady stuff, but the detective says he was never here and asks if he'll now keep this place safe and take charge because that now Kip is gone. Ty understands and says yes. 3 months later, Kip is back, and he hired Ty to be his assistant manager. He sends him to a locker in which he found the drive that Jess left him because he helped her bring justice to the man that killed her brother. Thank you for watching this movie recap. Make sure to subscribe and we hope to see you in the next cinema rewatch.